So you'll notice.
Okay, everyone, today I want to go over how we would change or modify a reservation in VRBO for a guest that's already booked. In our case, this guest is booked for 2 nights right now in February 2024, and he wants to extend his booking to start on the 16th instead of the 23rd. So I am in the calendar, and as you can see here on my screen, that this booking is in red. And according to our legend, red means conflict. That means that there is potentially a double booking, but in our case, that's not the case. The reason why it's showing up as a conflict is because when the booking gets finalized in VRBO, it then pushes it to Guestie's calendar, and then it's on Guestie's calendar. So what happens is, for some reason, Guestie and VRBO do not sync well. I haven't actually looked to see if this is a problem for Airbnb, because actually Guestie was based off of Airbnb. I'm hoping that the sync is smoother for Airbnb, but I know for sure that this is a problem for VRBO. So whenever we have something in VRBO that we want to modify a reservation, what we need to do is we need to actually remove all of the calendars so that the booking shows up as green. When the booking shows up as green, then we know that it's kind of our green light to make modifications. So it's a little tricky. We're gonna have to remove both of the calendars, Airbnb and Guestie, from VRBO. Then we're going to have to make our change, and then we're going to have to install those two iCalendar links to VRBO. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So first of all, we have to go to import and export. We're going to manage our import calendars. And as you can see, we have Guestie and we have Airbnb listed. So I'm going to click on this arrow, and I'm going to double click on that to highlight the whole thing. And then I'm going to copy it. And I'm just going to open up a blank notes page. And I'm going to list this as Guestie so that I can make sure that I am putting the right link for the right calendar. And I just minimize that. And now when I'm going to go back, and I am going to delete Guestie's calendar, because I just went ahead, and we'll see that that's deleted. With Airbnb, it's still showing up as a conflict because it is also showing up on Airbnb's calendar. So I'm going to have to do is go to the arrow again. I'm going to double click and highlight the whole link, copy it, open up my notes page. And this one is Airbnb. And I'm going to paste that link there because I'm going to need these two URLs to put back into VRBO after I've modified my reservation. So I'm going to minimize this, and I'm going to go back. And then I'm going to delete this Airbnb. And now you'll see on the calendar that it is green. So that means now we can make modifications. So in order to modify the reservation, I'm going to go ahead and click on my inbox. And I'm going to find Michael McGinley, which is the one that we want. I'm going to click on it. And it says here, edit or cancel booking. Click on that. We're going to edit the booking. And now we don't see any error messages for there to be a conflict, and the save button down here is solid, so it is not grayed out. Before, when we tried to do it, it was grayed out and it would not let us save. So I'm going to click on the check-in date, and I'm going to move it to the 16th because that's what he requested. Then I'm going to close this and check my dates. The 16th through the 25th are the dates that he wanted to modify it. So now it says here your payment due dates will be changed. So once we do it in VRBO, I am pretty confident that it is going to automatically update the pricing, the dates, the new due dates for when the payments are due. All of that is going to be automated in VRBO for us when we update it through VRBO, and we can only update reservations for VRBO in VRBO. So we cannot update these reservations in Guesty. We can't update them in Airbnb. We need to update and modify our reservations on the actual booking platform that the reservation was booked on. So now that I see that, I'm going to save it. And I hope it goes through. So it says you successfully edited the reservation. Would you like to add an extra charge? So based on your rates and the changes you made, we recommend requesting $3,500. Okay. Your guest will get notified that you've asked for this extra payment. So I think what's happening, I'm going to go to Guesty for host, and I'm going to look at what the rates are. So it looks like the rates that we have it at is, and I'm going to do the math here. Let's see here. Here's my handy dandy calculator. And it looks like for the 16th, it's $850. I'm going to add $850 for the 17th. I'm going to add $400 for the 18th, $400 for the 19th, $400 for the 20th, $400 for the 21st, and $400 for the 22nd. And that is $3,700. Now, did that match up with what they were suggesting? No, that says $3,500. Let me just check my math again. I'm going to do it this way. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 times 400 is 2,000. And then we're going to add 850 plus 850, 3,700. So why would they reduce it to 35? I'm not sure. But I think what we're going to do is we are going to go ahead and request 3,700. Well, maybe they're taking into account discounts. So let's see here. We have 3,700. And does that make 6 days? Let's see. He wanted the 16th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so it is a 6-day. And I wonder if it was a 10%. Or maybe it was a 5%. Let's see. 3,700 times 0.95. Huh? Let me just double check to see what our discount is for the listing for a 1-week stay. So I am going to go and look at What do you want me to do? Okay, let's see here. Where do I need to go? I'm gonna need your information for me to do it. So I'm gonna edit listing. Let's see. Then I'm gonna go to pricing. Okay. So weekly discount currently is at 0. Monthly discount is set at 0. Now I wonder if we have anything in VRBO that says that there's a discount. I would think no, because I think all of it would be set in guesty for both Airbnb and VRBO. So let's see here. Last minute discounts. It's not a last minute discount. It's not an early bird. It's not for longer stays. Let me look at this. Oh, there's nothing. Okay. Okay, so it looks like there is no discount for a week stay.
What's your email?
Let me just check one more thing. I wonder if we put it for any other house, if there is a discount.
We'll make one up. Let's make one up.
Weekly discount 0, 0, 0. I wonder if where I can look at Airbnb rules. Well, I'm just going to go with what I see. So I don't see any discounts. I don't know why they're requesting 3,500 instead of 37. I'm going to go with 37 because that's what the additional amount would be if he were to book for those dates. So now the new due date, this is, and then this message is going to go to the guest. So I'm going to say, well, Michael, requested, we are extending your reservation. Oh, it's over the character limit. Okay. I did not realize we had such a short character limit. So I think this message then is just to let them know what exactly. Let's see.
And now they, let's see.
New extra cost for extending
Verify your
stay.
And I will need to verify your identity. It will take 5
extra cost for
minutes.
extending your stay.
Okay.
With new.
The next one is
check.
Please wait.
How about extra cost for extending your stay? That's it. That's what we'll put down. And then we're going to go ahead and send the extra charge and changes you made. So the way I'm reading this is based on your rates and the changes you made, we recommend requesting 3,500. So they are asking, now that you've modified your reservation, would you like to request more money? Or would you like to keep it as the same money? Well, we would obviously want to request more money to include the nights that they are, the additional nights that they're staying. So, and when I added it all up, it came to 3,700. So that's what I'm going to send over, send extra charge. And they will then, so now we have an estimated.
Hold on, they'll send you the link so you can take a photo.
No, we've got 9 nights.
Okay. They're going to send you a link so you can take a photo of your document. So 240-486-6969.
8:15.
Okay, right now they're sending you a text. Please tap the link to upload the photo to the.
I think this is right. I can't remember what the cost was beforehand, so it probably would have been a good idea to look at this detail before we made the reservation so that we can jot down the pricing and make sure that the pricing is correct. But let's just send this over and see what they say. Extend your due date. So I think what we want to do is extend this due date
Yeah, it's
so
just
that it is
up.
closer to the date because he doesn't have to pay for it right this instant.
Once you upload it, you take a picture. This way.
So this is gonna be 1187 is due. This one, when do we want to do? Maybe we ask for it in January. How about a month out? So January 16th. New due date, full due date, confirm. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and extend the due date for the extra charge to a month before his check-in date. So that he pays that amount, and then he's going to pay the remainder amount a few days or like 2 weeks or 10 days or something like that prior to him staying. Okay, so I think
Oh, you want to try it again? Yeah, you're reading the instruction on how to take a picture. You have to take a picture of your ID with the phone. Did you do that?
okay,
I
so
don't know. Probably send another. You want me to send you another text message?
so now that we've done
But
that,
you have to use
we
the
were
app
successfully
before you
able to successfully change our payment
text.
schedule.
I'll send you a
Now
text.
I've got to go
Try
back
text.
to the calendar
You have to just
and I'm
read
going to
the
put back in those URLs. Otherwise, we're going to have a problem because we might have a
Take
double
your
booking.
time,
So
read all the
export,
instructions.
import, export. I'm going to go to, we still have Pinal here because that's the one we're working on. So the first calendar I'm going to put in from my notes. I'm going to put in Airbnb. I'm going to copy this and I'm going to add it here. And then I do want it to be blocked for when there's bookings on other calendars. So I'm going to next, we'll label it Airbnb. It's pink. And we're going to say import. And then once I import it, you see that it's immediately turns to red and says that there's a conflict. And then I'm going to import another calendar and delete this URL and add my guestie.
What does it say?
Oops, sorry.
What is the text? What is the text? Say?
Let's see here.
Yeah, when I sent you the text, what did it say?
Sorry, guys. Look for my notes here.
You want me to
Let me
send
just
you
click
another
on that.
text?
Okay. There we go. Copy it. Paste it into here. We want to set it at the block. Go to next. Call this guestie. Make it purple, a different color, import it. And now we see both Airbnb and guestie. You go over there and STR Airbnb and guestie
Okay, after you click the
as
link,
my imported calendars, which is great. And we should now be all set. And that's how you would
Okay.
extend your reservation. Now, if you have to make any reservation changes, that's how you would do it. All right, thanks, guys. How do I